Hello everyone, welcome back to the new episode of Vedic Mathematics series from Syllabus Coach. Today we are going to come up with a new module on multiplication of any number with series of ones, especially 11 and triple one. The reason why we are telling you this technique is that these kind of questions actually come on data interpretation questions across various competitive exams. So first we'll tell you the topic, and then after that we'll tell you a funda using powers of 11, right? So let's start with an example first. The first example is 23 into 11. What is it? 23 into 11. How would you solve it normally? So 11 into 3 is 33, right? And then a carry of 3. And 11 into 2 is 22. And 22 plus 3 is 253. Therefore, the answer for this question is 253. Let's solve this question using Vedic mathematic techniques now. So what you need to do is write the question first like this, which is 23 into 11. Students, observe this step carefully. The first step is to identify the left corner number. What is it? What is the left corner number? Which is 2. So bring it down. So the answer will have 2 on the immediate left. And what is the right corner number? Which is 3. So take this 3 and write it towards the right bottom, which is 3. Right? Now, what is the sum of these two numbers together? 2 plus 3. What is it? 2 plus 3. What is it? It is 5. So the answer for this question is 253. Simple. This is the technique. Let's take an example and understand it very clearly. So what you need to do? Let's take an example. 79 into 11. What is the first step, students? The first step is to identify the left number and bring it down. So it is 7 on the left hand side. And what is the right hand side number? 9. So bring it down towards the right bottom. So it is 9. Now, combine these two numbers, which is 7 plus 9. What is 7 plus 9, students? 7 plus 9 is nothing but 16. But you cannot have two digits, so 1 will be carried on to 7. Therefore, the answer to this question is 869. Are you clear? Let's take one more example so that you will be very clear. So next question is 67 into 11. What is it? 67 into 11. What is the first step, students? The first step is identifying the left hand side number and then bring it down. So when you bring it down, 6 will be the first digit for the answer. And then what is the right hand digit number? 7. Bring it down to the right hand side bottom, which is 7. So 7 will be on the right hand side. And now the next step is identifying two digits together and sum it up. So what is 6 plus 7, students? It is 13, right? Now two digits cannot be together. So you have to bring this carry towards this. So 1 will be carried. Now we'll have 7 and 3 and 7. Therefore, the answer for this question is 737. Right? Now, let's increase the complexity of the question. What are we going to do? We're going to take 3 digits together, which is 7, 27 into 11, 11, 11. Now we have 3 digits. So what we need to do is, like, first we'll take 1 digit and then we'll club 2 digits together and we'll club 3 digits finally. Are you understanding? Let me go back to the previous example. What did we do here? We tried to take 1 digit first, which is 6 on the left hand side, 7 on the right hand side. And then you took 2 digits together, which is 6 and 7 together, which is 6 plus 7. And then you brought it down, right? Now we have 3 digits. So we need to take 1 digit together first time, 2 digits after that, and 3 digits after that. So I'll explain that with an example and it will be more clear for you. What is the first step, students? Take 7. What is it? Take 7 and bring it down. And then you'll have 7 here. And then 7 on the right hand side and bring it down. What is it? 7 again. And now what do you have? You have 7 plus 2. What is it? 7 plus 2. What is 7 plus 2, students? 9. And what is the other 7 plus 2? Because you're taking 2 digits together. So 7 plus 2 is nothing but 9, right? What are you left with? Now you have to take 3 digits together, which is 7 plus 2 plus 7, which is 16. What is it? 16. Exactly. Amazing. So what will be the final answer, students? 7 will be there. This 7 will be there. 9 will be there. And finally, you have 16. Bring a carry to this. So 6 will be there. And you have a carry. So this becomes 10. So this becomes 10. Carry 1 here. So you have 0 and 8. So the answer for this question is 80697. isn't it? I'll take one more example so that this question will become very easy for you, right? So going to the next question. The next question is simply 624 into 111. What is it? 624 into 111. What is the first step, students? Bring 6 to the left hand side and bring 4 to the right hand side. And when you do that, second step is to identify two digits together. What is it? 6, 2. What is the 6 plus 2? It is 8, right? And what is 2 plus 4, students? 2 plus 4 is 6 again, right? Now, what is the third step? You just have to use all three digits together. So 6 plus 2 plus 4, what is it? 12, right? Now, the answer is 4, 6, you have 12, bring the carry towards 8, now have 2, and then 8 plus 1 is 9 and 6. So the answer for this question is 6, 9, 2, 6, 4. Hope you are clear with this particular example, right? Amazing. So this is how we calculate the multiplication of any numbers with series of 11, sorry. And then now let's try to understand how you calculate the powers of 11. What are they? What is that? Powers of 11. So 11 power 0, 11 power 1, 11 square, 11 cube, and so on, right? So it's very difficult to memorize all these kind of questions, right? So what you need to do, you need to have some kind of technique with you. So today I'll tell you a technique that's very, very simple. So let's straight away start with the technique. Hope all of you know a concept called Pascal triangle. What is it? Pascal triangle. So this Pascal triangle is actually powers of 11. If you have not observed, let's try to observe it now. First, you actually start with 1, isn't it? What is 1? We'll take it later. And then carry this 1 to the next level. So 1 and 1, isn't it? Now, carry this 1 again to the left hand side. And what is 1 plus 1, students? 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2, right? Now carry this 1 to the right hand side. So 1, 2, 1, isn't it? Now, let's carry this 1 to the next level. But what is 1, 2, students? 1 plus 2? 1 plus 2 is nothing but 3, isn't it? Right? Now, what is 2 plus 1 again, students? It is 3, isn't it? And then carry this 1 towards the next level. Amazing, right? So, what is the next level now? The next level is simply come down, and what is this? 1. And what is 1 plus 3, students? It is 4. And 3 plus 3, what is it? 6. And what is 3 plus 1, students? It is 4. And bring this 1 down again. So if you go on doing like this, you'll find a pattern. So let's understand that. So let's do one more level and we'll stop. So carry 1 down. And what is 4 plus 5, students? It is 5. And what is 4 plus 6, students? It is 10. And what is 6 plus 4, students? It is 10 again. And what is 4 plus 1? It is 5. And what is the final number? 1. And if you look at all these things, you can actually find a pattern. And what is that pattern? This pattern is simply the powers of 11, which is 11 power 0, 11 power 1, and 121 is 11 square, and 131 is 11 cube. What is it? 11 cube. And 14641 is 11 power 4. And you actually see a number which is 1510. So we need only one digit, right? So let's write it properly. 1, 5. So this is 10. Carry this to this. So this becomes 0. And we have 11 here. And write 1. Carry 1 to this. So this becomes 6. And this becomes 1. So 16105 is nothing but 11 power 5. Have a look at this. You just have to know how to write a Pascal triangle. And once you know how to write a Pascal triangle, you will actually be able to remember until 11 power 5. There is no point of by hearting powers of 11. Look at this and let's continue to the next set. So let me write the summary of powers of 11. Powers of 11 are 11 power 0. Let me write it properly with different colors. So 11 power 0 is 1, 11 power 1 is 11, and 11 square is 121, right? And 11 cube is how much? 1331, and 11 power 4 is 14641, and 11 power 5 is 161051, right? So these are the powers of 11. But normally in any competitive exam, they will not ask you direct powers of 11. Instead, they would ask you 1.1 whole power n. Can you tell me why? Because normally in data interpretation questions, they multiply any number by a factor. For example, if it is plus 10 percentage, what is it? Plus 10 percentage. In that case, you're trying to multiply that number by 1.1. And if there is a successive increase of that particular number by successive 10 percentages, the number actually goes by whole power n, right? 1.1 whole square, 1.1 whole cube, like that. So the same numbers will be there, but the decimal points will change. So let me just change 1.1 to all the numbers. What is it? 1.1 to all the numbers. When I do that, what is 1.1 whole power 0? 1. And 1.1 whole power 1 is 1.1, right? Now 1.1 whole square, you have square and you have one number after the decimal. As you are squaring the number for a number which is having one number after the decimal, the resultant will have 2 digits after the decimal. So put a point before 2 digits. So it is 1.21. What is it? 1.21. Now it is 1.1 cube. There is 1 digit after the decimal. So in the resultant output or the resultant answer, the decimal would be there before 3 digits from the right hand side. Therefore it is 1.331. So 1.331. Now 1.1 whole power 4. So 1 digits after the decimal. So the output will have a decimal before 4 digits. So 1.4641, which is 1.4641. And finally 1.1 whole power 5. Therefore a decimal would be there before 5 digits, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 1.61051. So if you know this technique, you'll never by heart the powers of 11 or 1.1. So it's very easy for you to remember all these things using Vedic mathematics techniques. Hope you love the techniques. So please like the videos, subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends, because exciting techniques are coming up for you. Thank you so much.